Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Adriana Tender, and let's queer up entertainment. Gay country singer David Michael Hawkins gets candid with new song, Sin. A bold new voice is rising from Nashville, and it's singing the truth. Country singer David Michael Hawkins is stepping into the spotlight with Sin, his deeply personal new single released this Pride Month and just days ahead of National HIV Testing Day on June 27th. The song lays bare Hawkins' experience as an openly gay HIV-positive man in the country music scene. In a statement leading up to the song's debut, he said, open quote, "I wrote Sin because I know there are other young LGBTQIA youth struggling to love themselves. I know there are addicts that think they are too far gone to change. And I know there are people with an HIV diagnosis that think no one will ever love them. I want them to know they aren't alone," end quote. At 39, sober, and newly married, Hawkins reflects on trauma, addiction, and the stigma that marked his earlier life. He sings about the moment he told his mother he was going to get tested, the shame of his diagnosis, and the path to healing. As the first openly HIV-positive country artist, Hawkins isn't trying to get radio play. He says, open quote, "The song is meant for queer people who hear themselves in the lyrics. It's meant for people like me who were raised on country music who can finally relate to a song they choose to stream. As far as Nashville goes, I wish I could proclaim from the proverbial rooftop, Nashville is super queer." Through raw lyrics and honest storytelling, Sin becomes more than a song. It's a lifeline. You can stream Sin now wherever you get your music. I think this is completely and utterly amazing. I know as a Black trans woman, I believe in telling truth and living your life authentically, and seeing that he is doing this and he's sharing this with everyone, it just speaks volumes.
Yeah, I grew up in North Carolina, so I still listen to country music. Sometimes you hear my country twang.
It's okay.
But when I heard this song, I was like I was listening to the lyrics, and I was like, damn, like this is...
Is it catchy? You
this
like
is
it?
catchy. Yeah, it's a very good song. The lyrics were on point, and not a similar situation for me, but just the coming out story and the sharing of something story. Like when my coming out story was similar to his in terms of revealing his status, but the power behind the lyrics was amazing. So I had to look them up, and then coming here tonight, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that song. But to be able to live authentically is so freeing. And if you get it out, if you get your story out through music and the arts and what your creative abilities are, then more power to him. I absolutely love that country music is getting with the times. It's breaking down that stereotype of country and Southern and LGBT, like we're all over.
And black and brown.
And black and brown. Like we're all over the country. We are human beings. We're not just, in Wilton Manors or Castro or Pewtown.
Yeah, but I mean, it's difficult. You know what I mean? When they gave Beyonce the country award, people were up in arms. Okay. When I listen to country music, I dated a girl for a while that was really into it. And so that gets stuck on you when you're with somebody who's listening to that, right? But and then I still liked some of the country music writers and performers until I found out their political stance, and then I kind of stopped listening to them. But even now to this day, if I tell somebody I listen, you get a look when you mention that you like country music because of the connotation that comes with it. It just is, right? But then we have a story like this, and I gotta automatically think of some queer country-loving kid that's gonna see himself or herself or theyself in this guy and saying, okay, he's out and proud, even in country world. I'm going to do the same thing. And I'll add one more thing. I went to Nashville once, not my own doing. My wife dragged me, right? I did get to go to Dollywood, but not the point, right? And when I went, it was very inclusive. I was surprised by how, again, I went in there with the mindset. It's going to be a bunch of white people. It's going to be, once they know I'm gay, they're going to treat me different, or once they know I'm brown or anything like that. And it was not that, sometimes we let our stereotypes, not allow us to check out something new. Like now I'm going to go and download this guy's song because you showed interest in it. And now I'm like, okay, if it's catchy, and Jason's got great taste in music. So if Jason likes it, then I got to like it too.
I mean, I'm a little curious myself.
Right?
I'm actually from Panama City, Florida, which is in the middle of the Bible Belt. And when I grew up, I don't know if you know, do y'all know what clogging is?
Clogging.
No.
Oh my goodness. So clogging is like in between tap dancing and square dancing.
Okay.
And so I was the only little black kid in the middle of all the petticoats and clog shoes and everything. And we got to go to the Grand Ole Opry and perform.
What?
And I was one of the first in my day to go. And I had a ball. So just seeing this happen, it's just like, okay, rah, rah, sis, boom,
Right?
bah.
Right? I'm so happy. Well, that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.